everybody, and welcome back. We are going to be doing this very colorful but easy look. I promise you it's very simple to create. You know I love my bright looks, so let's get started with me looking crazy and this monster on my face. It's like the biggest sit I've ever had. I called him Marty the Monster. You will see more of him throughout this video. So let's get started with the brows. I'm going to be using Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Nothing new here. I've literally been doing this for like 4 years. I mean, I should try something else, but if it's easy and it works, why change the process? So that's why I always speed through the brows, because I literally have not changed anything with my brows. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade to fill it in, and then when I want a really, really bright under brow highlight, I use the MAC Concealer. I don't remember the exact one. I'll link everything down below because I don't remember the exact name. But it's linked down below. I don't do this daily. This is only for dramatic looks when it's colorful and I want a really sharp, bright underbrow highlight. So I put it on, I use my fingers to spread it out. Easy peasy. Next up, good old tape, because I wanted to be lazy and just color in everything. So we're going to go in first with this Wet n Wild palette, and I'm taking the blue shade. The palette was actually limited edition. I'll link it down below if I can find it online, but I took the blue shade. You can see that it's not super vibrant, so I went in and I put this in the crease multiple times and blended that out. I really like using the tape because, as you guys know and you can see, you can be very messy, but you still get a very sharp, defined line when you remove it. So if you're ever having a lazy day, just use some tape and it'll look nice and neat, trust me. Moving on to the Morphe palette. The boyfriend wants to help here. I want to take this blue shade because I wanted to brighten up the crease a little more. He's going to help me point to that color. So I wanted to brighten up the crease a little more because I felt like the Wet n Wild palette wasn't giving me the bright blue that I wanted in the crease. So I'm just taking that on. You guys can see I'm being very messy here. I'm not being precise at all because I wanted that blue to go pretty high up in the crease because I wanted it to stand out and really define the crease. So I'm brightening it up because I knew the blue that I put on my eyes is a little bit darker, so I wanted there to be a contrast between the two. Moving on, I love this palette, Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. We're going to take that blue shade, and you can see when I put it on the eye, it's a little bit darker than what we have on in the crease, but the difference is that it has shimmer, and that's what I really wanted. I actually wanted more shimmer than what it's giving me, but I should have wet my brush. If you use this palette, wet your brush if you really want shimmer. I love these shadows. I know it's not good for every day. Most of the looks that I like are not good for every day, but I don't care. I just love it. So I'm just packing that on the center, well, actually all over the lid. We're putting it all over the lid and even dragging it up into the crease. And then once you do that, you can blend it out. Just be careful because you might get some of the shimmer in the crease. So you have to be careful when you're blending that with the crease. So you can see I'm taking my time here. I'm really packing it on the lid. Now we're going to go back into that Morphe 35B palette and take that green shade. And all I'm doing is just packing it on the inner corner and making sure that I blend it in with the blue. I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. I think my cell phone. So packing it all along the inner corner, but I really wanted it to be bright green, so I'm actually bringing it further in and down the lower portion of the eye. So you can see it better here. So I'm packing it in, bringing it in, I would say like 1/3 of the way in. And then I'm bringing it a little bit down on the lower portion of the eye, and we're going to blend that with some blue. So I'm going to take that blue shade from the Wet n Wild palette, because remember it's not super vibrant, and then blend that all in the lower lash line and connect it to the green. I'm telling you guys, we're basically done with the eye look. It's super easy, super bright, and perfect for like a night out or something, you know, just springy. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, girl, this is not wearable, but I could tell you a million places to wear it. To the park, to the grocery store, to the gym, everywhere. I'm a mess, guys. All right, moving on to liner. One of my favorite affordable liners. I've been using this for years, the e.l.f. Creamy Gel Black Liner. I didn't want to do a wing with this look because, I mean, hello, we already have blue and green on. Do I need any more drama? I don't think so. So I just kept it simple with just a straight line across the eye. These lashes, these are the Huda Beauty lashes, Lena lashes. I didn't like the way they looked in the box, but they actually look pretty nice and fluttery, as you can see. So I just applied those off camera. I'm going in with my favorite NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I'm covering up all these Marty monsters that I have on my face. This is a new product to me. This is the Measurable Differences Concealer Palette, and look at that. It did an amazing job of covering up Marty. Like, Marty just disappeared once I used it. I really like it, and it stayed put. So now I'm going to go with my favorite full coverage foundation, well, one of them, the Becca Cosmetics Matte Foundation. Highly, highly recommend this foundation if you like full coverage and you have oily skin. It is a mattifying foundation, so I only recommend this if you have oily skin, but it's great. It's full coverage. Look at how great of a job it's doing at covering up my blemishes, any texture I have. I really like it, and it's very long wearing. Definitely worth the money. Now we are going to go in with concealer. I'm using an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm going to put that down the bridge of my nose, under the eyes to brighten up a little bit. And when I pack on makeup, I pack it on. So I put quite a bit. And then I'm going to blend that out with my Ben Nye powder just to set everything, which is a must if you have oily skin like myself, or if you just don't want your concealer to move. And I really take my time here because I like a really bright under eye area. I know a lot of people either love it or hate it. I really like it, but I really make sure that I blend it out well so that it so that it does look like it matches with my foundation. So I cut a lot of that out because if I left it in, we'd be sitting here for 2 hours. Going back in with that concealer palette, I'm telling you guys, I really like it. I took the darkest shade to contour my nose, and I usually tend to stay away from anything cream because it just moves around on me, but I really like this. I felt like it held up throughout the day. Now I'm going to use this ColourPop highlighter. I have no idea what the name is. The link will be down below. And put that down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow just to add some nice highlight. If I'm being honest, I really stay away from highlight on the face because I'm so oily and it just makes me look greasy. But going in with this Becca blush, a nice orange blush, I feel like it adds a nice flush look. And now I'm going to use the Kat Von D lip liner. It's in Lolita. It's a little bit drying, but I really liked the color. And that is it, guys. Finished look. Dramatic blue and green look. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow on Instagram for more snapshots, and I'll see you soon. Bye.